So some of you have asked me how much I earn as a care assistant working here in the UK. I'm going to be answering all your questions in this video, and I'm going to explain certain things to you in this video about coming here in the UK and working as a care assistant. If that sounds interesting to you, keep watching and let's get into the video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. To all my returning subscribers, welcome. You are the real MVP. And if you are seeing me for the first time, you're coming across my channel for the first time, you're coming across someone, hey, baby Oku, the only mama that if you show on her page sad, you will live happily, eh? Beautiful angel, you're coming across my channel for the first time. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Furo, and on this channel I create content about life in the UK. Be you international students or you're trying to relocate here, I create content that will enable you do that, and a sprinkle of lifestyle content on them. So I do vlogs too. So if that sounds interesting to you, why not join the farm? It doesn't cost any money by hitting the subscribe button down below and turning on your notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a video. Won't you be happy to be seeing my face all the time? All right. So in this video, just like I said in the beginning, we're going to be talking about how much I earn as a care assistant working here in the UK. And some of you have asked me a couple of questions. I'm going to also be answering all those questions here in this video. Okay, if you like money discussion, you like money talk, get yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and let's dive into the video. Guys, so after I uploaded the video about me working as a care assistant, a lot of you had questions to ask. Some of you came to my Instagram to ask me a lot of questions, and I'm like, why can't you just leave a comment in the comment section? These comments always help these videos rank better and at least help us make our video get more views. Leave a comment in the comment section. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid. In Furo channel there is no wrong or right question. Okay, every question is important. In fact, if you leave a comment in the comment section, I will answer it very well. But if you come to my inbox to give me a comment or to ask me a question, it means you want to pay for my consultation. So which one? Leave it in the comment section and I'll answer it, and it's free. Or you come to my inbox and pay for my consultation and I answer your question. So choose one. Which one you want? Which one you want? So leave your comment in the comment section. Stop asking me in my inbox. But anyway, for the sake of this video, I'm going to be answering some of your questions that you guys have asked me, and it's all written right there on this paper. It's quite a number, so I'm going to be answering each and every one of them. So number one question is, did you have a prior experience before becoming a healthcare assistant? And the answer is no and yes. Yes, because I had parents that were nurses, there were in-laws that were nurses, so I picked up a lot of ideas from them, volunteering to do certain things for them. But you necessarily don't need to have an experience to be a care assistant. Although here in the UK a lot of agencies prefer you have experience, but there are still agencies that will take you without experience. So probably I'm going to be doing a video on agencies that will take you in Manchester without experience, because most of the agencies here in Manchester expect you to get like 6 months of experience, but there are still agencies that will take you without even experience, and they will train you and then they'll give you a job and you get your 6 months experience. And if you want to move on, you can move on. If you want to stay with them, you can stay with them. For like me, I've been with one agency ever since I started this job. I've not moved because I do not like moving up and down, although there are agencies that pay higher, but I just prefer to stay with them. Okay, the next question said, did you have any training before starting your job as a healthcare assistant? The answer is yes. Now, one thing you guys have to understand is working as a healthcare assistant is in different areas. So when you hear healthcare assistant, some of you were like, for work for you, why did you put that kind of video? Like, people will not know that you're packing shit in UK. I'm like, some of you are so naive, so naive. Working in healthcare in the UK is in different stages, and partnership in the UK is not a big deal. Okay, so there are what they call different stages of different areas or different departments. There's a mental health healthcare assistant, which is where I work. There is a elderly healthcare assistant. There is healthcare assistant that works with children. There's healthcare assistant that work with old people. So there are different part of healthcare assistance, so it depends on what you want. If you want to go and work with old people, that is where like you change diapers, and trust me, they all have equipment that will do this thing, that it will not be too like, terrible to you. So they have equipment like lifting equipment, all those things that will help you do your job easily. So it's not really a big deal. This job is a very reputable job. If you're doing this job here in the UK, you can pay your rent, you can buy a car, you can do a lot of things for yourself. So it's not that healthcare job is not the way we back home think that, oh, healthcare job is horrible. No, people work this job to take care of their family. Okay, people work this job to buy cars, people work this job to buy houses. There are people who have been in this job for 20 years. So you have to change your perspective of what a healthcare assistant is. It's not only about packing the sheet. If you're someone that you can't tolerate packing sheets, you can actually go to mental health part of the healthcare assistant. That is what I think. There are different areas of healthcare assistant that you can work. If you're someone that have a lot of patients, you can work with children. If you're someone that have a lot of patients, you can work with old people. So different areas. So it's not only about packaging. What about like the lives you're touching? What about the skills you will gain? If you check like in my last video, you will realize that I said I've started learning sign language. Okay, I know a lot of sign language, so I can cope with someone that does not talk now because I know a lot of sign language. So if I had not gone to work as a healthcare assistant, I wouldn't have learned sign language. Okay, so you should concentrate more on the benefit, the skills you will get, than thinking about how you want to take pack sheet and how you don't go take pack sheet. Because some of those comments, like some of those inboxes got to me because I shared that video on my Instagram, and I'm like, why are these people so naive? Why are they so naive? Okay, so that is it. Let's not dwell on that. Let's move. But I thought I'd share that to educate you guys that healthcare assistant is not only about packing sheets. There's a lot of different areas, different department, different aspects of healthcare assistant that you can work. If you don't like working with old people, you can work with mental health. If you don't like working with mental health, you can work with children. There's a lot. So probably I'll do agencies and different areas of healthcare assistance where you can work depending on your temperament and what you can tolerate. Okay, so let's move on. So another question they asked me, are there other jobs in the UK apart from working as a healthcare assistant? Guys, if you see me looking down, I'm with my paper where I wrote all these inboxes and comments in my videos. So don't you fringe, okay? So are there other jobs in the UK? Yes, there are other jobs in the UK. As a student, you can be lucky to get a customer service job. You can get like work in a warehouse. You can work in the retail. There is so many jobs. A lot of people just like working in healthcare because it's really flexible. You can pick your shift, you can work when you have the time, you can pick the hours you work. For me, I work with an agency. A lot of people work with NHS, but I do not have the time to work with NHS because probably they'll fix your time. I know there's something they call bank where you can pick your own shift, but because I'm a student, I'm limited to 20 hours. So I don't know if I can do that. So I didn't really stress myself. I just work with agent where I can just get my 20 hours anytime I want to get it, and then I'll go my way. So I work with agency. I really don't feel like working with NHS yet, or probably if I want to work with NHS, that's when I've gotten like license to work full time. But for now, I work with agency, and I like the flexibility this job gives you. Like you can pick your shifts anytime, anyway, anyhow. When you don't have class, just pick your shift and then go do your job and come back. Okay, so nobody's stressing you. And these agencies, they always have shift because they have like different organizations where they're supplying workers, so you will always get shift. So that's why I work with agency. Okay, So that's it. So there are other jobs in the UK if you don't want to work here job. There are warehouses job, there are retail job, there's customer service job. I'm going to link the video where I talked about various jobs that you can do in the description box. You can check that video out and see the different kind of job you can do. So I've just given you the reason why a lot of people do hair jobs. Okay, what does an average day look like in your job? Okay, an average day depends on what shift I'm working. Sometimes I'm working day or sometimes I'm working night. So depending on what shift I'm working, what I do is get dressed, get into the car, go drive to the work. Then there's handover section where you're informed or briefed of everything that's happening in the ward, everything that's happening with the patient, and then you go in. So it's really like that easy. Once you get in, you are given a patient to take care of. So you don't need to, in mental health, you don't need to bathe the patient, you don't need to change their diaper. So far I know anyway, I've not changed no one's diaper. So you don't need to change their diaper, you don't need to change their, give them food. They can do everything for themselves. All you need to do is sit down in front of their door or in their room and make sure they are doing the right thing. Make sure they are not harming themselves, because some of them, like, they go through self-harm where they just cut their body for no just cause. Some of them have things where they call ligature. You see the kind of skills, you see ligature, you see the kind of skills I've picked up. Do you know what ligature is? Soon your girl is gonna be a doctor. Okay. So some of them tie ligature. So what is ligature? Ligature is when, like, they try to kill themselves by tying stuff in their neck. So sometimes you go to get them tea or just go out to get something for yourself or to eat yourself, and they would have tied ligature. So once you come out, just take the ligature cutter and cut it. So just to make sure that they are safe. Some of them and different trauma, they want to injure themselves. You make sure that, oh, please don't injure yourself. You make sure if the whole situation is beyond you, you call someone and you guys just help make sure that this person is safe. So that's what you do as a mental health assistant, and then you take notes, you write these things down, and that is it. And if depending on how many hours you're working, if it's 10 hours, 7 hours, 4 hours, the day is over and you go home and your money is waiting for you at the end of the week. So one of the reasons why I love working with agencies is they pay every week. Okay, so every week and you know I'm a Monica, and I like money. So when money is coming every week is a good thing. Okay, well, likewise, when you go work with NHS or you go work with, like, companies, other companies, they pay you at the end of the month, and nobody got time for that. And nobody got time to wait till the end of the month to get paid. Okay, so that is it. So the next person asks, what is the most touching part of your job? The most touching part of your job is looking at these people doing things that you think you can't do to yourself, and you're like, wow. There's a lot of touching part when you are a mental health assistant that I cannot even begin to mention them there, but it's better experience than said. Yeah, so it's better experience than said. So there's a lot of touching part. There's a lot of things where you see and then you just be grateful, like, oh God, life, thank you for life. You just have empathy in the next person that's behind you. So there's a lot of touching part. It's better experience than said. Got it? The next one says, what is the most challenging part of your job? The most challenging part of my job, I think I'm yet to get any challenging part. Like, I can't even place my hand. Everything is exciting, everything is lovely, everything is beautiful. Like, I love the job. Okay, I love the job. The fact that I'm helping people, I love the job. So I do not see it as challenging. I really love the job, but the only place where that's challenging is when you see someone going into crisis and you're like, you can't help much, okay? You can't do much than watch this person just go through that phase and come out. I think that's just the most challenging part of the job. So that is it, okay? So the next one asks me, what is your shift pattern? My shift pattern depends on my schedule, depends on if I have class, it depends on if I have a childcare business to attend to. So it just depends on what I am doing, okay? So sometimes I work 4 hours, sometimes I work 8 hours, sometimes I work 10 hours. So it depends on either we're on 10 time or we are not on 10 time, or the kids have something to do and I have something to do for the kids, or I have someone to babysit for me, or I don't have someone to babysit for me. So it depends on a lot of things. That's what my shift is. So it could be morning, it could be midday, or it could be night. So I do all of them depending on my schedule and school schedule. Got it. So the next one asks me, what qualifications do you need? So for you to be a mental health assistant, I'm talking from mental health assistant, you need a mandatory certification. You need a mandatory, like it's not like they call it mandatory. You need a MAPA whole certification. So probably when these agencies employ you, they give you this training and you pay for it. You need a DBS, so enhanced DBS certification. Enhanced DBS is like background check, just to check if you have any criminal record, because you'll be working with vulnerable people. So when agencies employ, they give you a list of the qualification you need, and then they tell you to pay. So by the time you pay for this training and pay for the DBS, you'd have spent like 150, 160 in Manchester. I don't know other places, but this is what I know here in Manchester. And most times you need to come with this money if you are coming from home, because these people are not smiling, they are going to collect their money complete, okay? Except you're lucky to find some agencies where they are like, okay, just do the training, work, and they will be collecting the money from your salary. But some people, they've been ghosting them, okay? Some people, they've been ghosting them, okay? So these people will come, they'll give you the training and say, okay, we'll be collecting the money from your salary, and then they'll get the training and they'll go to agencies that are paying higher, or they'll get the experience and then they'll go to agencies that are paying higher. So people don't trust no one anymore. So you gotta pay for your training right there and there before you start the training. So the training usually takes like 3 to 4 days depending on the agency you are working for. Now here comes to the one you guys have been waiting for. The one you guys have been waiting for. How much do I get paid as a healthcare assistant? Okay, so it depends on the agency you're working for. Okay, some agencies pay 12, some pay 11, some pay 9. Those ones that don't need your experience, they pay 9. That they will train you, they will teach you, they'll give you experience, they pay 9. So you can actually work from those people, and then you move on to like the big boys. Okay, you move on to the big boys. So they pay 9, they pay 10. So for me, I get like £10 during like Mondays, and then weekends you get like £12 or £12 something for the weekend. So they pay a lot higher when you are working weekends than when you're working during the day, during the weekdays. And they also pay you a lot higher when you're working at night than when you're working during the day. So for my experience, okay, from my whole paycheck, so if I work 20 hours, because you know I'm a student and I'm entitled to 20 hours a week, so sometimes, most of the times, I just work 2 days, which is 10-hour shift, and 2 days, and that is it. And sometimes if I'm not too chance, I work like 5 hours to make my 20 hours. So at the end of the day, if I work that 20 hours, what I get at the end of the week, are you ready? Is this? Yeah, I get 219 if I work 20 hours. So for 10 times, okay, for when when it's not 10 times where you can work full time. If I work 4 days, I get like 400 and some figures. And how many hours you work will depend on how much you make. So that is it for this video. If there's any of your questions, I know some of the questions you guys asked me on Instagram, I couldn't pick all of them because if I do, this video is gonna be too long, so I did not pick all of it. So if you think there's a question I did not pick, I try my best to pick all, but somehow my Instagram sometimes can be crazy because people be asking me a lot of questions. So if I didn't pick your own, please leave your own in the comment section. Okay, leave it in the comment section, because if you come to my Instagram to ask me, you want to pay for my consultation, because my Instagram is for people that are paying me. Okay, my students that apply for admission through me, or people that pay my consultation. So please leave your comment in the comment section and I will get to it. So probably we'll do a part 2 of this video if there's something I did not talk about. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Until I see you in another video, I love you. Bye.